Ron.
Good morning. Your idea. I think I'm still exhausted, so you're gonna have to start telling the whole story.
What story are we talking about?
How you took me to Kentucky Fried Chicken, and this turned out to be I'm still exhausted.
It was a ritual, you know? It's a ritual. Every year or every so often we have to go to Kentucky Fried Chicken. They have these books of taxi cab coupons.
Remember, we're on a extremely low poverty level income.
I didn't know that was that low. I mean,
That low?
did not know that.
We do get subsidized housing in a place that very few people would consent to live. Because it does house the chronically mentally ill.
Oh, now that you brought that up, tell me about what you were telling me this morning when you came down to go buy my newspaper. About this in the
Well, all I can say is one poor woman has slipped over into complete insanity. And
I thought that was what you had to get to slip in this place. What happened?
no, but they're supposed to be completely, they can be completely insane, but they have to be able to manage independent living.
That's what I just said, right? You gotta be
Apparently,
completely insane.
this woman convinced people that she could handle it, but now she can no longer handle independent living because she's acting as though she were actually out homeless on the street. In other words, she's not taking a bath, she's not changing her clothes, the latest thing I heard is she's putting a knife in the door so management can't pay any unwanted calls.
A knife
So
in the door. Now wait a minute. See, now
so
you
they
told me
can't
that.
even go into the
I assume
apartment.
that if there's a knife in the door, it's from the outside. But how do you get a knife? Did you wedge it in there or something?
wedge it in there so that they
See, you didn't tell me that. I didn't
they
know
can't get
that.
in, and when they do get in, they're going to be horrified, according to one who has peeked in there and seen she has
How do
stubbed
you
her
peek
cigarettes
in there?
out on the brand new tile floor, which they don't like that, and
Who
she
doesn't like
claimed
that?
that she
Who doesn't like
management,
that?
and she claimed that
Well, that's why they put it in
I
there
don't know, maybe
because.
she could stop being able to run the air conditioning.
Have you seen your rug lately?
and she get warm.
Have you ever taken a really look at your rug with all of those
old.
cigarette?
Yeah, I know,
things
but
that-
it's very old.
Who put those in there? It wasn't me.
I didn't.
Mm-mm.
But anyway,
Whoa!
like
Like my glasses? Ray-Bans, baby.
the woman-
Whoa.
couldn't run the air or the heat, and so she used the stove for warmth, according to our source, and said that she would throw paper on there,
Oh, that's
burn
good.
it.
That's good. No problem with that. I'll tell you
the
some of
paper
the stuff
ashes,
she's
the
done
papers
over
that
here.
she
Right,
burned
yeah.
on the stove with her
Here's the
idea
smoke
now.
alarm going
She's
off.
got to heat her apartment through the stove and putting, so she said that she was in danger of burning the whole westward hoe down, but
I don't
she hadn't
think
done it
so.
yet, but it's now summer, so she's probably not
We have
starting any
sprinkler
fire.
systems up here if it gets.
But then
like-
another man said that she was in this advanced state of detachment from, her homeless state, because she must believe, or she's acting as though she were homeless, even though she's in this lovely place. And she was down in the patio drinking wine last night. drinking wine.
This lovely place. First of all, this is the, folks, this is the
2:30 in
sun.
the morning. I said,
30.
Oh,
What are you doing
heaven's
down there at
sake.
2:30 in the morning?
I mean, they're already,
Who
I
took-
didn't do it. Another person told me who in through there at 2:30 in
At
the morning.
2:30?
Saw her, your friend Kenny, saw her.
I don't even know what you're talking about. I have no friends.
Oh, see, he's no friend. You
I
can
have
see.
no friends.
He's
You
mental.
are just a general
And
acquaintance.
the reason why I have such tolerance for this place is at one time I was deemed by a psychiatrist who only examined me 2 minutes and determined that I was stark raving insane. I needed to be put in a
You know what?
psych ward
I-
and shop.
I
Shop.
believe that
Then
you're,
they come
I
out.
believe that psychiatrist was not very bright. Because the first
Oh,
time,
no, listen, once a
no, the
psychiatrist.
first time I met you, I got that in 15 seconds. Bang,
A
that was it, you
psychiatrist
know.
did
Whoa, this
determine
one ain't
this,
too
and
good,
and once a psychiatrist does this to you, from then on, people are, there's the insane person that they, you can never get away from this label. You're labeled. And,
Well, you played it so well.
well, she was, in, life is very
Where do you
ironic.
find these people? I don't know. I got enough
He
nutcase.
imagines he's saying, wait till you hear about the trip to Circle K.
Oh.
Would you please
was
try to
nothing wrong
explain
with
what
that.
happened?
No, I want to figure out what the hell is going on in this place that they put.
People like him in here.
Well, yes, I do.
I mean,
that.
think of how
Yeah,
happy
yeah,
my
I
life
do
would be
that.
if I hadn't met up with him. Now I have to go down, check on him.
That's true.
Ah,
She does.
Because I made some big mistakes the other day.
in life.
I said the other day, I didn't say, but in life I made some.
Well, there are
big
quite a few
mistakes.
alcoholics in here who they have defied all efforts to sober them up. They are determined they will go to their death or wherever they're going.
Wait a minute. Wait now. That statement
And,
is
in a
absolutely
pleasant glow. They are
no
not going to
sense
give
at all.
up the glow.
Death
The
or
glow.
wherever they're going. After death, that's it. Where have you been for the past
And when you
80,000
find out,
years?
my dear,
if a
when you're
dinosaur
offered
comes walking
eternal-
down a hall, I would not be surprised.
When you're just about to evaporate into the ether and somebody comes along and says,
You don't even know what ether
Now-
means.
now would you like eternal life?
Hell no, I don't. I didn't care for this one.
Oh, you're going to be real desperate. You're going to be going out of your mind. You're going to, then you will say, yes, I believe I will take it. And then the first thing you'll do is say, could you take me to see so-and-so?
That's right. And you know what they're going to do? Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to take
I think
you.
she's over here.
We're going
She
to, no,
always
wait a minute now.
said-
Let me finish this. We're going to take you down to meet Lucifer. And by the way, he's packing his bags and leaving, so you're taking over his job, okay? Makes no sense to me.
Blasphemy.
Makes as much sense as like after you die, you're dead.
Oh, you'd like it to be that way so you won't have to answer for your stupidities and sins. Like you committed yesterday.
Not commit any
He
sense
put me through
or
with the
stupidity.
pretense of giving me a treat. He put me through. I haven't recovered yet. How he could have turned a trip to Kentucky Fried Chicken into such an ordeal, I don't know. Between him, the cab driver, and the people who issue cab coupons, which they have now changed. So the cab driver had to explain to us and explain to him that he no longer had coupons he could just throw here and throw there,
No,
take us
I
here
already
and
knew
take
that.
us there.
It's a little
sit.
plastic card, you know, like all the rest of those plastic cards. Except that now, and at the end of the June 30th, if you have any, money left on it, it just goes away. Well, in the old days, they used to put, these expire a certain amount of time. And you could give them, if you got an extra $20 worth of stuff, they'd give them a tip. All you gotta do is put their name and address on it. Now they can't do that anymore. I said, can I give you a tip on this? No, he said, no, can't even do that. I said, well, that's really, needless to say, he had a lot more to say that I can't use words like this on television, because a lot of them started with F.
He said
If
that
you get
cab
my
drivers,
meaning,
is out.
He's been driving,
And
he said
somebody
he was
must have
driving a
thought,
cab for
This
35
is
years.
for the benefit of those poor, social workers and all those kind of people. They picture us as
Right.
poor,
Yes.
the poor.
You couldn't fire
who
these
just-
people. You couldn't fire these people if they shot their neighbor next door,
These poor helpless creatures like us that need to be guided here and there. Boy, they don't reckon with this guy. Guess what happened? Well, he told us that all he could do was take us one way, and then he could not sit there, and he could not bring us back because he couldn't put it on the card, because Doc was going to have to call in, and if he accidentally got him, he would try to be there sitting, waiting for a call, and then he would rush back and get us. But if he didn't get the call, but it had to go through the dispatch office
That's what they do
in
now.
order to, for him to bring us back where we went. Well, guess what? What happened then? The big spender here said, oh, don't worry about that. I will put it on my credit card. Oh, okay.
Well,
And so,
I happen to have a credit card or two, or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6, 7, 8, 9.
so he
10.
went in to get his supply of what.
I wanted to get some
That
special
shows-
beer, and I said I'll be out in 5 minutes. So I'm in the store, I'm shopping around and getting what I need. I'm standing in line getting checked out, and who comes in and goes,
I hate you.
I didn't say I hate you.
No,
I
you
just
said
acted
I'm-
like I did.
I'm never gonna go anywhere with you again.
I said, well, why did you get out of the taxi cab? I mean, what are you doing? And the guy's got to take everything back out of the cab, put you back in there, and you're going,
Yes, I told him, you're showing off for that guy. Oh, don't worry, I'll put it on my credit card.
Well,
I said, it just
So what's up
cost
there?
you
Did you-
$7.50 to have him sit out there while you went in and bought your stuff.
well,
I do his cards. I know he's down.
no, you don't.
I
you
pay
don't
his
know nothing about my
bills. I
finances.
pay his bills. Now, how he can whip out
You don't
all
pay my
those payments
bills.
out of the very same, almost exactly the same amount of money that I get a month.
I've got more money than you know about.
And he gets cable. I mean, he's Houdini. He manages to put all these payments on a little old, extremely low poverty level income and come out with all his bills paid. Well,
I
guess what?
don't know.
He's now eating bread and water. Not because he...
No, I'm not. I'm eating Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Then
So
I
anyway,
said...
let me finish the story because she gets back in the car and she's still fuming, like whatever that word means.
just a little simple
I
trip
said,
to
go down
Kentucky Fried
stop
Chicken.
at Kentucky Fried Chicken, right? We've done this for at
Yes,
least
stop
5
there.
years in a row. So I go in there, right? And she's talking to the
Cab driver.
Yes. So I come back out.
He comes back out after another, what, $4 or $5 worth of sitting there. That's going to have to go on his credit cards. No problem, no problem. I'll only have to, now he won't even have enough to eat this.
I've got a whole bunch of Kentucky Fried Chicken right now in the
He
refrigerator.
put Kentucky Fried Chicken on there. He put what he bought at the grocery store on his credit cards. Have you ever heard of that? And
I
then
believe a lot of people have done that.
he now put $7 of waiting and $5 more of waiting, plus the ride home on his credit card.
Well, did you want to walk home? I could have left you out and just let you walk
I wanted
home,
to say, Doc, let this man go and we will take the bus. But no. He's showing off. Oh, sit there and wait.
Yes,
oh,
that is. Yeah,
it'll
that
cost
is.
me what? $7.50
That's right.
to have you wait.
The funny part about
See,
it is
funny. Oh, I just thought it was hilarious.
no,
Just as black a
this is
minute.
not costing you a nickel.
It isn't costing me a minute, but I can't stand to see a man starve to death so he
Kentucky
can
Fried
sit
Chicken.
in front of Badgers.
I'm gonna take the camera
With
and
the
put
cab.
all the stuff over here.
And I told
And you
the
wonder
cab
why I go,
driver later. I said I shouldn't. He's such a generous man. Don't worry, all his credit cards are up to date and paid for, even if he don't have anything to eat.
I know. She's actually.
I actually count the money.
She actually said.
I think he pays more than income he's got. Because
She
a while
actually
back,
she told the taxi cab driver, he's generous to a fault.
to
And
a fault.
And I thought, how the hell can you be generous to a fault? That doesn't make any sense
Well,
to
then
me.
on top of that, he had to give him a
dear.
tip.
Yeah, I know.
A tip.
Well, I could have
But
given
I
him.
don't know why you didn't give him all the money you had in your pocket, you generous thing, you.
Well,
He said, well, I'm only gonna
you
give
told
him
him I was going
$10.
to. You told him I was going to give
The
him
poor cab driver
100.
said, okay. Well, he probably, I told him you are a very generous man. He had visions of this old buddy, Bird, is going to give me $100 tip. Well, he finally came to his senses and only give him 10.
Well, I told him I didn't have 100 in my wallet, but
He did come to his senses enough not to put the tip on. He could have put a tip on there too. But he knew
on the credit
he
card,
would be
right.
eating
I've done
bread
that
and water
before.
for
It's
a
no
long
problem.
time if he did that.
It's no problem.
And I've just tried to save him because it's obviously demented. I mean, he's gone around the bend.
I've been around
What
the
sensible
bend.
man would,
I have
do
been around
such
the
a
bend
thing?
so many times.
when he has a very, very extremely poverty level income?
Well, you didn't know that until you just got your.
I just got my rent and it said on there, extremely low poverty level. I thought, oh my God.
And I just told you this
And I
morning.
thought I
What
was
did I
rich.
just tell you
I thought
this
I was
morning?
rich. He thinks he's even richer. He is not.
I am Richard. I've been rich all my life.
Richard. Richard.
Yes. But Richard, Frederick, MD done. I mean, with names like that, I should be a surgeon, a lawyer, and running. Germany.
So, do you think that I was justified in trying to stop this man? But no, I didn't succeed. It cost him yesterday $12 just to sit. For the cab driver just to sit and wait for him. That don't count, the trip. Are you going to now make out another check and get you some more cab coupons?
Well, it's like you told me last week or so. And she looked me right in the eye and she said, "You'll never learn, right, will you?" And I said, "No, I won't. I'll do it again, but this time I'll know what's going on."
He won't be able to get me in there for love or money or Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Well, I'll just have him deliver it.
Oh, that'll probably cost him 50 or 100, but no problem, no problem.
Now, let's get back to this woman
Now,
who's sticking things in her door. That intrigues the hell out of me.
well, I'm telling you, I'm tired of this video, and it's going to end right now.